Hello class, today I'm going to be doing my demonstrative speech on how to properly learn the basics of American Sign Language. Throughout this speech, I'm going to demonstrate to my audience how to properly learn the basic sign language alphabet, a simple sentence that you can know within deaf culture, and 3 resources to help educate yourself more on the deaf community and deaf culture. I know sign language can be tricky to overcome, but with some practice, it'll get easier and you'll get the hang of it. An important quote that I find interesting is a quote by Michelle J. that states the National Center for Health Statistics estimates that 28 million Americans have some degree of hearing loss. About 2 million of these 28 million people are classified as deaf. Only about 10% of these 2 million people were born deaf. The other 90% became deaf later in life. Many hearing people are fluent in ASL. Sign language has become more and more popular in recent years, and many hearing people are now taking classes in American Sign Language in school. And according to Trudy Suggs, American Sign Language is claimed to be the 3rd most used language in the United States. I know that sign language can be tricky, but I promise from my experience, I've taken American Sign Language since I was in 6th grade, which is around 8 or 9 years of sign language. So I'm almost fluent in sign language. With the more practice you do, the better you'll get. First, I'm going to show you guys the alphabet in sign language. Then I will present to you guys a simple basic signed question that most deaf people will ask you when they greet you. And then I will present 3 resources that can help educate yourself on the deaf culture. Now that we went over everything we're going to present in this speech, let's begin. In order to learn sign language, you will need to learn the alphabet first, and you will need to acknowledge the importance of nonverbal communication in deaf culture. In deaf culture, people use nonverbal communication through their eyebrows and facial expressions to show their emotions or feelings. First, I'm going to present to you the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now that you know the alphabet, let's move on to the sentence. So the sentence we're going to sign is, hello, my name's Sam, which is your name, whatever your name is, your name what? In deaf culture, they use their English backwards. So instead of saying, hello, my name is Sam, what's your name? We're going to sign, hello, my name's Sam, your name what? On the word what, it's important to use nonverbal communication through your eyebrows to express the confusion or wonder of the question you're asking. So the first sign you're going to learn is hello, which is just a simple wave. My name, Sam. You're going to finger spell that. Your, point to the person, name, what? You're going to put 2 palms to the ceiling and move them left to right. Make sure your eyebrows go down to express that confusion or wonder. That's really important because that's how deaf people read each other's emotions. As these easy steps to learn this sign language is sign, I will now demonstrate one more time how to sign this in order for you to better understand, and then I will present 3 resources to help educate yourself better on deaf culture. Hello, my name, Sam. Your name, what? So the first resource I have is the National Association for the Deaf, which is a way to help learn more about deaf culture and how they incorporate American Sign Language into the community. The next resource I have is the National Deaf Center, which is a way to compare the deaf culture to American culture and see how they differ. The third resource I have is Kudo, which is basically a website to help yourself learn more about American Sign Language and the basic signs that they have, including the alphabet. Now that you were able to master the alphabet and this signed sentence, you now know more about deaf culture and how they incorporate nonverbal communication into their deaf culture. I hope you've all enjoyed learning how to sign the alphabet, more about deaf culture, and the simple sentence to use when meeting a deaf person. There are so many ways you can learn more about deaf people just around in your community. It might have been tricky to learn, but I promise with practice, you're going to nail it and become a pro in no time. The reference that I used was startasl.com by the author Michelle J, and the website was called Learn American Sign Language for a 3-level course. I hope you all enjoyed my demonstrative speech and know more about American Sign Language.